Welcome back to the Director's Garage. I'm your host and resident idiot, Michael. And guys, we still have the contest going on until July 22nd. Get your entry in. Not sure when this episode's going to drop, but just saying, check out up here, right there, I think, for how you can enter. And good luck to everyone. It's free shit. How can you possibly go wrong? So it's a shorter episode today, hopefully. Now, I had bigger plans for this episode, but something didn't quite get here on time. It happens. So this is actually the first half of the video that I'd originally planned for today. So what are we doing? Well, we're doing a deep dive into darkness. No, it's not the underworld. Yikes.
Amen.
But it's the package that I have right here, and it's all gonna make sense in just a few minutes. It's a what's in the box and a shootout all in one. Let's get it on. I shot a man in Reno just to watch him die. When I hear that whistle blowing, I hang my head and I cry. You got that one? That's Folsom Prison Blues by the great Johnny Cash off his Folsom Prison album. It's a great country classic. Now, this headphone here, I've always wanted to hear. Yeah, that rhymed too. So this is something of a guilty pleasure for me, and I gotta say, it's been gnawing at me for a long time. Now, this is not in the Killabuck area at all. I've had major FOMO, though, over what's in this box, and I've always wondered if I made the right decision back in the day. All right, I think we're through all the layers here, so what do you say we just kind of... And, oh, we got ourselves, well, it's a Massdrop, and look at that. Can you see that there? It says THXOOEB. Yes, it's the Massdrop THXOOEB. Can you see it? So I know you guys are just saying, what the hell is this? Some kind of retro thing? And it's like, yeah, it is. It actually is. So what I'm going to be doing right now is I'm going to pull this out and we're going to see what's in it. And we got ourselves a case. It's a case. So this is a little baggie that they all ship in, and I know you guys are kind of still half wondering what the hell's going on. So I'm just going to pull this out. Are you ready? Are you ready? And here it is, guys. Here it is. This right here is the Fostex Massdrop THXOO, but it's the Ebony edition. It's the Ebony edition. Go. Now, many of you know that I already own the Purple Heart edition right here, and so many people have held this Ebony version over my head as the holy grail of the sub $1,000 price point. So let's do a little revisionist history. So back when Drop was still Massdrop, they wanted to start doing their own custom-tuned headphones, and they entered into a deal with Fostex to allow them to do their own spin on an affordable TH900, which is a cannon of a dynamic driver headphone and still one of the great headphones even today. So Massdrop releases this collab and people start raving about them. They wrote that they were as good as, if not better than, the 3 times more expensive TH900 that Fostex sold. Biocellulose dynamic driver, great durability, classic styling. Now, Massdrop and Fostex released 3 different versions of this headphone, each with a different material for the cup, and each with very different sonic qualities. Now, the mahogany were the first release, and yeah, I bought them. I loved them so much that when the Purple Heart were announced, well, they had a little more fun tuning. I was all over them. Now, the Purple Heart suffered from something called swirlgate, which were these circular imprints all over the face of the cup. And, well, I wet sanded mine down, and I got them to a nice smooth finish. But many people sent them back, and they weren't kidding about the bass here tuning, though. These things are glorious. But But then Massdrop did something kind of mean. They released this third version for $100 more, and you guessed it, they were Ebony. Now, this headphone got reviews saying that it was the ultimate take on the THX00 platform. Only I didn't want to spend the money to find out, and by the time I was finally tempted, boom, they were gone. But Fostex, if rumors are true, refused to renew the license to Massdrop. You see, these THX00 versions were stealing all the thunder out of their TH900 line. And I'm pretty sure Fostex figured it out and killed the Massdrop deal to get the mojo back in their 900 line. But here's the really crazy part of the story. The THX00 line continued to sell on the resale market, often for more than the price of when they first came out. A pristine pair of these would run you upwards of $700. These are really that good. Now, this pair here has a slight blemish in one of the cups. You can kind of see it right there. So, and I bought this at a good discount from their normal retail asking price on the aftermarket. Well, this is even well below the cost of the mahogany version. So today, I'm finally going to get to compare these two bad boys once and for all. So I'm going to be running these out of the ferrum ore stack for today's purpose. A little bit of rattling going on in this cup. That's kind of the problem when you get something that's used. It's a little annoying, but we'll get through it just for the sake of argument for today. And I'm going to start with some talking heads. I'm going to do some born under punches, and let's see how it all sounds. And I'm getting great detail right off the back. Now, these are a semi-open back. You might hear some bleed through. There's a lot of punch down low. I don't think as much as my Purple Heart based cannons, but I'm getting perhaps a little more detail out of these. This is all going from memory. It's been a minute since I've listened to those Fostex THX00 Purple Heart. But there is just good feel from these headphones. This is a warm sound, very full-bodied, lots of bass. This is so much percussion and syncopation going on, and this headphone's just carving it up. Very efficient headphones. I'm maybe halfway on the dial and getting plenty of volume under low power. Boy, it's hard to pick anything apart from this and say that it's bad sounding. These do sound really good. I'm going to restart this track, and we're going to go with the THX00 Purple Heart and see how they do it. Okay, so this is the same track now. And just as efficient, same volume level, no change there. These sound a little bit maybe darker. And there is one difference, one crucial difference between these two headphones. I'm using a different pad on this one, and that might not be the best thing. Yeah, it just digs deeper. And you might sacrifice a little bit of that detail. These definitely dig deeper, there's no question. There's more thump in the bottom end. These are pretty fun. I'm going to switch ahead to Once in a Lifetime. It's a track I like to push. You know, I'm still convinced that this is one of the best experiences in a headphone you can get for under $1,000. I still think these are worth buying if you can find them on the used market. Especially these higher end pairs with the Purple Heart and the Ebony. All right, I'm going to pause here and we're going to go back to the other one. such a good ride. Yeah, there's more mid bass in these, but a little less on the sub bass side. But boy, they sound really, really good. And I do think they have a slight edge in detail. Now we're going to change it up now. We're going to go to some jazz. I'm going to go to some Oscar Peterson. This is off of the Oscar Peterson Trio +1 and a track called Jim. Fantastic, beautiful, piano-driven, upright bass, just beautiful. Great image on this headphone. This is, now we're on the Ebony now. It's just immediate. And these don't have the craziest soundstage in the world. They're good though. There's nothing wrong with the soundstage on this. Just not like as wide as some of the other headphones I've had. But the image is spot on. It's terrific. You got the bass sitting right here. The drums are sitting a little closer. They're under, and you can hear a beautiful brush being used. It's just so good and effortless. All right, let's check out the other headphone now. Okay, going to same track now. We're gonna go to Jim. And yeah, the bass is definitely more pronounced on this headphone right away. You just pick it up. So a more fun headphone, a more maybe reference headphone, but the bass is still strong on this. So I get what they're saying, that maybe the Ebony is the one to have. The bass is walking down. It's beautiful. This is great stuff. This is an amazing, amazing headphone, even today. Brilliant. Brilliant. Okay, we're going to try something fun now. One of the really nice things about this headphone is how easy these pads are to remove and change. And what it is you just give it a slight rotation and it comes off, and there's this plastic ring underneath. And all you got to do is put the new head pad over this plastic ring. You can see these are a little on the old side. Sorry about that, but you just pop them in there and turn, and boom, you've got your headphones ready to go. And this is with the thicker pad. I'm going to listen to the THX00 now. Same track, Jim. Yeah, the bass still doesn't dig as deep as it did on the Purple Heart. So these pads aren't changing things that much. They are more comfortable, which is the main reason I bought them. These stock pads, they kind of bothered my ear after a while, so I went with an over ear, bigger oval, kind of that. They're kind of like the ZMF Universe or something like that. And they sound great. All right, I'm going to go to now Steve Earle, who's a guitarist, fantastic guitarist, and this is off of his Guitar Town album from 1986, and this one is called My Old Friend the Blues. Some acoustic stuff. It's got the steel slide. It's beautiful. It's got a lot of Garth vibes to it. It's beautiful. The beautiful decay on the notes. There's a lot of reverb being employed. Sounds beautiful. Steve Earle, Guitar Town. It's great. Let's check him out on the other headphone. Really like that part where the bass kicked in. It was really emotional and full. Went back to the old pads just for kicks and grins. Yeah, there's a little bit of more peakiness in that lower treble range. I don't mind it. It kind of gives the impression of more detail. But less bass kick, although plenty of bass. You just feel the bass, like, there's so much presence to it, and it's so solid and thick. You really have to appreciate what they've accomplished with these headphones. It's remarkable. It is remarkable. going to go to Stevie Ray Vaughan, and I'm going to listen to one of my favorite tracks of his, and I'm going to go to Couldn't Stand the Weather. This is a DSD 64 version of it, and it's so good. It's a great syncopation in this song between the bass, the guitar, and the drums. They're a little bit like pausing and waiting for each other, but they're all in time. And it's so heavy, and then all of a sudden Stevie. Like one of the best riffs ever in music history. Just a great, complicated sounding riff. It's a great pairing for this headphone. I mean, big, thick blues, heavy guitar. Fantastic. All right, let's go to the other one. Oh, so good. Oh, the bass. I mean, it's palpable on this headphone. And not bloated. It's just beautiful. It's just like this big, down low, meaty, awesome bottom end. It's fantastic. I just love it. It's so fun. It's the way you want to listen to music, you know? Get that just in your face. I could listen to this all night. I'm going to pause it here. I'm going to turn this down, and we'll pause it right here, because what we've got here, folks, are two incredible headphones. I mean, two knockdown, drag-out superstars of headphones, and they're sub $1,000. This is still an impressive package, and one that I don't know anybody's beaten for the price. These hold their own even today, and they just sound amazing. Now, are there differences between the Ebony and the Purple Heart? Yeah, the Purple Heart is giving me a lot more bass. It's just more fun thumping, down low banging goodness. And the Ebony is giving me a slight more impression of detail with a little less bass down low. Could I win a blind taste test with either of these? I would like to say yes. I actually think I could probably pull the Purple Heart out. The bass is so much more present. There's so much more authority to the bass on this. And the Ebony is just, it's a little more on the precise side. So personally, that FOMO that I have been talking about for years, that I have always wondered about, I'm not sorry that I picked the Purple Heart. It's more to my musical taste. I like a lot of bass. I have fun with a lot of bass. This is a headphone that I can watch a movie with. It's super comfortable. I love these pads. I don't know if I'm going to find another set of these, but I need to replace them because they're kind of wearing thin here and there. But it's still a formidable set even today, and I still love these, and I still listen to them all the time. So thumbs up for the Fostex THX00 Ebony and Purple Heart. So glad I got to do this experiment today and bring it to you on the show. What a great one. All right. Now, next up, I'm going to be doing what was going to be the second half of the episode that I'm doing today. It's a closer look at the new Sennheiser Momentum 3 True Wireless. We're going to shoot them out against my favorite wireless IEM, which is the Noble Focus Pro, and I have a special surprise in that episode that you will not want to miss. So I want to thank you for showing up today. Subscribe, like, do all the things, and enter the giveaway too. You got till Friday. Get it on, folks. Get your name in there, and I'm going to see you before you know it.